Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Carol Cat here again for another Warframe build video. In today's video, we will be talking about a Warframe that I have been ignoring for quite some time now. I have underestimated this Warframe for so long and now I finally realized just how great he is. Frost has a really good kit with great CC and very good damage potential. I think he is very famous for his third ability that lets you spawn an ice globe that protects the inside from the outside projectiles. This time, we're gonna be using Frost for more than just that. All enemies that gets inside his snow globe will be slowed as well. We shall be stacking that with Gloom to get an effect similar to a 95% Gloom. His fourth ability also has a very useful effect that not only freezes all the enemies in range but also strips them of their armor. All of his ability does have an augment, however, most of them are not necessary for this build so we won't be using them this time. So the build has brief respite in the aura slot and rolling guard for 3 seconds of invulnerability. These mods lets us fully take advantage of the shield gating. Once your shield gating goes down, you simply have to roll and cast your fourth ability to make it full again. I have friends who are not able to execute this fast enough and just end up dying frequently. So I know this may be difficult for some other players out there. You can use health and damage reduction mods if you want, however, if you really want to last long in Steel Path, you will need to learn this eventually as health and damage reduction can only take you so far. Going back to the build, this has somewhat balanced stats that leans more to range. 190 range for me is the ideal range for this build. It makes your snow globe larger, meaning bigger slow radius. It also lets your fourth ability reach up to 28 meters. What's really great about his fourth ability is that it does not require line of sight. Even if the enemies are behind something, you can cast your fourth, they will still be affected. It's a bit unfortunate that Frost has a really low energy pool, but that's fine. With Arcane Energize and 130 efficiency, you still won't run out of energy. Strength looks low, but it's actually enough to slow down enemies and get a 55% armor strip. If you need more strength and slow, however, you can always replace Handspring and Natural Talent. Replacing it will come at a cost, as Frost's Avalanche has a very slow casting animation and getting knocked down could mean death as well. I'm also using Arcane Strike on this build to get that extra melee attack speed. Same as other Gloom builds, you just need to keep it active and you can forget about Gloom. The strategy here is to cover a wide area in the map with your snow globes. There isn't anything else to protect but yourself and you're not really using it for that either. So we are spreading it out so we can slow more enemies. I'm also using this as an emergency button if I happen to lose my shield while rolling guard is on cooldown. If the enemies are hitting you, this only means that they are already inside your globe and simply casting it will push them all away or kill them instantly. Your fourth ability is what you're going to be casting often as it will be a very good CC ability and damage increase. A problem that you could encounter with this build though is that the enemies may be too spreaded out. To help me with this issue, I use Telos Boltace with its passive ability to pull the enemies towards you when you perform a slide attack. This is a bit inconsistent though as it has a cooldown so you won't be able to use it 100% of the time. Magus Anomaly also works to help you with this problem. You can get one from Little Duck in Fortuna or buy it from the market for 5 to 10 plat per arcane. This arcane allows you to pull enemies within 30 meters towards your Warframe every time you transfer in. This is also one of the reasons why I needed that 28 meter range on his fourth ability, so I'm sure that I can pull in all enemies that are affected. For the focus Schoool, I'm using Naramon here for the power spike, an ability that will make your combo counter decay by 5 every few seconds instead of depleting completely. If you are going for a heavy attack build or a primary and secondary weapon DPS, it might be better to use something else like Madurai for extra damage or even Zeneric if you find yourself having trouble with energy. Here are a couple of runs that I have done earlier, and as you can see, I'm very well protected and I have multiple abilities for crowd control. After actually using him and playing around with this Warframe, I've come to realize that he is a very great frame, not only good at protecting objectives and teammates, but capable of very good DPS as well. That's it for our Ice Boy. If you think this was helpful, don't forget to share and hit that like button. If you want content like this and more fun random Warframe stuff, hit that subscribe and bell button so you don't miss out on my uploads. Feel free to follow me on Twitter or join my Discord. Links to them will be in the description below. Thank you everyone for the support, and I'll see you all in my next video.